watching. Thanks for joining. Hey, I appreciate y'all getting in here. So we're going to try something a little different today. Not so much looking at my big ugly mug. We'll put a little fishing clip at the beginning, and then we're going to get straight into what we're talking about today. But guys, thanks for watching again. Thanks for subscribing. And, I appreciate every one of y'all. If you would go check out XHD Mounts, Summit Fishing Equipment, and chattyboys.com. These guys are really supporting our 10K giveaway, which is not very far away. And it's really not. We're only 2,800 away, and we're flying up there. So let's get straight into the video today. What we're looking right here is I'm going down a shoreline, and you can very clearly see the shoreline, but I want you in the real live video. Pay attention. You can see the waves rolling into the shoreline. Pretty nifty right here. Very windy day again. I cannot get away from the wind. I didn't label everything, but I did want you to see some of the stuff, but I really think it's really cool. A couple times you'll see the video kind of glitch, and what I'm doing is I had a little pop-up come up on the screen, kind of edited that out. So what I'm here is I'm on a big huge main lake point that's going back into a pocket, and man, I thought I pulled up on the mother lode in here, and I did, but it was all big stripers, big schools of stripers here. But one thing I want you to notice is I left my gain high by accident. Yes, I am human. I didn't turn it down. So do you notice the contrast separation is not as good in this video because the bottom is very bright. Here's a big school of stripers right here on the right. It's hard to see sometimes in still images. Then when you get to the live image, look on the right side there. Beautiful, easily see that is a monster school of stripers. They were good. I caught quite a few of them before I had to get out of there. But notice, like I said, that you can't see as good a contrast in the fish, and because the bottom is so bright. That's why I like to turn down that gain about 10 points over whatever I had it in forward mode. That's just what I suggest doing. It helps with it. It helps with picture and everything like that. The reason the left side is kind of darker is because it's actually falling off into deeper water right there. It just, as you fall off into deeper water, the returns isn't as strong, especially since this is more of a shallow water tool, and you'll see I have it aimed the top of the beam almost horizontal to the water's edge. So I'm trying to get it parallel as I possibly can. You can see another nice school right here of stripers. And but we get into some different stuff in here in a minute, and I really want you to take notice of the shadows. Remember, I've always said shadows can tell you more about an image than most anything that you see. I mean, yes, you can see fish, but it's the shadows that really give away, because the tighter the fish is to the shadows, the closer he is to the bottom. The further the fish is away from the shadows, the further away he is from the bottom, because that shadow is a lot further away. But as we're going up through here, we've got really cool. All right, here's a piece of timber laid on the ground. Notice that shadow real tight to the timber. And once again, we're going along the shoreline here, probably not 30-40 feet from the shoreline, but you notice the little ridges, the little wavy lines along the shoreline on the left right there. That right there is where the water washes in and creates kind of little ripples in the sand. So that's pretty nifty there. So it's always good to notice these things and learn from every little thing we see. I wish I would have done better with the contrast on this, but I didn't. But I got to learn too. But coming up here, we have some really nice pictures of some fallen timber. You can see so well the tree branches and everything like that. And this is where I want you to notice this. Okay, you see the tree. You see the tree real well. There's some fish on the edge of the tree, but notice how far that tree shadow is from it. That lets you know that that tree is not laying on the bottom. It is actually leaning out over the bottom. It's in the water, but it's far out from it. Look at that shadow. You notice it right there, way out from the tree. That lets you know that tree is suspended above the bottom. So there is some space in between the tree and the bottom. Good to know. It helps you. All right, now here's a tree right here laying on the bottom. See how tight that shadow is to that tree? And there's some intersecting trees right here. But notice that one shadow is a little bit further away from the tree. That tree is laying on top of two pieces of timber. These are all just really, really cool things. You can see that tree right there. And you notice that shadow real tight to the tree means it's very, very close to the bottom. You see 3 big old stripers swimming up to the end of that tree. That is awesome to me. Notice how far the shadows are away. Once again, I apologize for the contrast problems in this, and that is completely my fault. I switched it over from forward mode to a perspective very quickly and did not pay attention to this. But here's a nice, it's a big, what it is, 3 or 4 or 5 trees piled on top of each other. Very cool. You get a good look at the limbs and things like that. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And ring the bell.